sending 3 mid to attack haichao on the rise, something that I'm looking for Ultra Prime to do in game plan early in the game, and try and draw attention away from top, where Liangchen in isolation should be. I think Grizzly calling the bluff, gonna beat him to the top side, try and take the red buff away. Gives you a lot more power for grubs, and will help Trundle get ahead. So red side being selected again by OMG instead of first pick or counter pick. Gonna use that and clearing down on the map.
After they get a solid trade up against Xiaoxia, as they do look to continue to pressure onto these grubs. Going to start off with the Scuttle Crab first, and Grizzly not going to be able to get over there in time to contest it. Quick magical journey out to safety, and Grizzly going to start up the grubs anyway, speedrun or no.
I think this is a little scary to get away from Moham to connect. Offgoing.
Yeah, Juhan in the pressing guard, going to push them back away. Grizzly kind of cut off from the rest of his team, but Hery might be the focus. He's already overheated. Flash after from Liangchen, looking to be able to dash through the team. Finds the first blood onto his lane opponent, but now there's 4 members of OMG right in front of him. haichao claims that kill and makes it a 1-for-1.
I still believe Grizzly, he does have that teleport available. Hery does as well, as Rayo already using that Wind Becomes Lightning to yoink this Drake.
Going to look to get themselves on 2-0 in that department. Xiaoxia going to find the grudge line on Rayo, though, who dashes forward, looking to take the fight to the support, and haichao gets a second between worlds thrown on out by Saber, but the damage just isn't here for Ultra Prime. Saber, nice dodge there, but locked down by haichao regardless. Tempered Fate didn't connect, though, so he will be able to get himself out. Liangchen finds an angle onto Hery, looking to solo this man out, and maybe buy a little bit of something back for Ultra Prime. Hery making a mad dash back to his turret, and it looks like he will be able to find a space to be safe.
His conditions are bad, though. This is diveable maybe for Liangchen if he wants to get fancy. Meanwhile, the dragon fight, I don't really know what Xiaoxia was thinking on the take. This is not an Aftershock Nautilus. It's a Spellbook Nautilus. That was very clear with how paper that Nautilus was. Nice to pressure Hery out. I think matching here is a mistake because Grizzly's going to face check Rayo.
Yeah, Rayo gets on in there. Quick pillar thrown in between them to get him off of his back. Grizzly still looking to try to find a path in here, though. Ends up getting Cosmic Bound up against Xiaoxia and has to flash out to safety. They're holding down Rayo, but the damage just isn't manifesting yet. TP for both top laners being channeled. They're getting up here for the full 5-on-5. Hena with the ultimate ticking. Throws out a little bit of a slow, but now going to get caught by that Tempered Fate. Going to have to back away as Hery layers on and down the ultimate. Dashing forward, it's onto Liangchen. He's tanking up to survive for a little bit, but the Crescent Guard going to keep Rayo standing. Attempting to burn down onto Hena. Cut off from the rest of the team. Flash from Starry, flash from Hery, but not enough damage to finish off the Unara. Xiaoxia's dredge line goes wide, but Moham takes a rough chunk from Saber regardless, and now OMG have to try to push their way in here. Rayo going to lead the charge, dives in, throws on out the equalizer from Hery, and Hena just gets burned right down. That flashless Unara, nowhere to go, nothing to do. 2 members of Ultra Prime fall. OMG on Soul Point. And this is a clean game from OMG so far, dare I say.
Further out of control than where I really feel like things should be for Ultra Prime.
The fray knows that they have favorable fight conditions, and oh boy, do they. Hena can't even play the game. And now they find themselves with a 3.5K gold lead, 1 dragon away from Soul. It's a really dominant position. Dragon rework off season.
It's like the river in the turn before the flop. You find out what the Soul actually is.
Yeah.
What was scary and quite stressful was actually the darkness.
Nice dodge from Saber. They're able to flash away from the Tempered Fate. Lower and lower. Here's a between worlds across about 4 members. Already Ryu going to be the first one down. Hery going to join him as Hena is able to find a safe space to fire away from. 2-for-1 team fight. Ultra Prime going to claim the dragon. And this game isn't over quite yet, Cody.
That was a very weird sequence for me because the observers were toggling all the darkness that Ultra Prime had to get through. Right now, you're right, no one's answering Hery, but this is a timer where you can see the Kasante drop that, did enable up to get a little bit of control. Now he's going to be forced back. Hery's TPing.
Little Rune Prison in the Tempered Fate combo. Xiaoxia and Grizzly getting focused down. Rio dumps forward, going to be able to throw down the pressing card, trying to knock folks back. A nice Tempered Fate, or rather a nice equalizer comes down across the rest of the team, finding some bad damage. And haichao gets on towards the carry, finds Hena, and takes him down. 1 kill for OMG, and that might be all it takes to get out of the Baron.
I was tilted. He was going after Nautilus again. You know what? It ended up being good. The actualizer, it was down, but he does find the Unara. That is the priority target.
Oh, they're not done. They're not done. Liangchen stepping forward, still plenty tanky, and the Baron shredding them so much. Rio, cut off from the rest of the team, takes a different path than the rest of OMG, but they do get out. No Baron for Hena's death. Bad click for sure. Just step on up into that cavern, and it does end up costing him quite a bit. And Hena, just needs to be able to clean that up here. I feel like we've seen quite a bit of that from Ultra Prime games. Hena just up a bit too far. He's been like a magnet for Tempered Fates this season, and that's happened already in this game as well. See if he can turn that around as Rio finds an angle on Xiaoxia, dives forward. There's the equalizer across the team. There's the Tempered Fate onto 3, and Xiaoxia is cooked. But Liangchen up in the front line, trying to kite back away, down to half HP, flashes forward, finds 2. Here's between worlds across the team, but the damage is just not manifesting. Realm Orb out to safety. Starry takes a little bit of harassment, but the carries are just forced out entirely. It's a 3-for-0 fight for OMG.
Massive find by Moham. I want to praise Rayo, though, on the back half.
Together for these team fights, and despite the Aurora Yunara DPS duo, they just...
It was the mid-jungle duo. Grizzly and Saber outperformed. Because Juhan had a really tough series. And Rayo, man, stepping up, stepping in. We got to follow Xiaoxia.
It's Xiaoxia deep behind enemy lines. Looks for haichao, doesn't find him. haichao tries to channel the Realm Orb. Doesn't come through, but he's able to just walk his way back towards the rest of the team. Hena's cut up against the wall. Liangchen just desperately searching for something, but nothing is there. OMG slam the door shut. A quick, clean ace. No members fall, and the base is soon to follow.
I don't know if he's going to get it, but I'd love to give Rayo the pog for this first ever game, man. I really felt like this was an outstanding Xin Zhao performance. Just watching these crescent guards and how he's playing in the middle of these fights. Keep in mind, guys, this is the season. This is the split, I should say, for both of these teams. A win here keeps your hopes alive to move into the play-ins, to try and get out of Group Nirvana. If you lose, you're pretty much done for split 1 after the next series. Big win for OMG. They lost the first bout, but subbing in Rayo, huge difference. Very sound first game from them.
And to take it even further than that, Covey, I would say between these two, especially when there's a Gnar sitting on the other team, you're about to see a lot of folks Gnar'd into a lot of cataclysms.
Even Tidal Wave, too, or the Weaver's Wall, just to help answer plays that we're going to see.
I'm not feeling young out here.
I was found out. I helped you feel younger, at least, Shine Theory in terms of casting can help. Speaking of Shine Theory, Rayo going to continue to hopefully look good around this bot lane.
Yeah, nice bubble found early on, but before the turret aggro comes through, Moham picks up first blood and gets away there. Really nicely done by OMG, and they're off to the races.
Identity with the brand new rookie jungler in for OMG.
Absolutely is, and we spend a lot of time on these casts often getting disappointed when supports pick up the kills.
That's why he greeted for it, but I really feel like with the foot pathing, it's on him to get down here and have an impact, as he does have that Sundered Sky. Rayo looking to have an impact mid.
Oh, flash over the wall into the cease and assist. Quick execution from OMG. Trying to path towards bot that he had inverted his pathing. Rayo already on it, was showing up in the tri-brush to be able to cover that sort of play right before he goes over towards mid. And now going to be able to show up here and put pest onto Dragon. haichao stealing away the Cataclysm, trying to find a pathway on in. Enchanted Crystal Arrow finds its way onto the jungler. They're going to try to just one-shot him here, and they will do it. Smite goes the way of Rayo. Dragon to OMG. Another kill to OMG.
I think haichao has games where he carried. I mean, the one Silas game we saw of him this split, he carried, right? He found a surprise win with his team over LGD. He was massive in that game, picking up the quad.
He won that Smite fight, now getting the lockdown here. It's Grizzly who will be the next one to meet his fate. 4 kills OMG now, and they're going to get an opportunity to get onto Liangchen. Already used the cease and desist. Rio going to have that one jumped away from haichao here for the backup. Liangchen in a 1 versus 3, going to need to try to navigate his way out of this one. Going to choose to just advance forward into Hery, but he will be hunted down here before too long. Flashes away from the public execution, but I mean, he just dies to the turret shots. What was the flash for, Cubby?
I'm going to ignore that and choose to talk about Rayo more. I said it was OMG favored. I mean, how easy is it to make plays when you have cease and assist into Encore, man? I feel like the only challenge these guys could have is doing it blindfolded, which, to be fair, I think they had plenty of practice running the Rift both games against Grizzly, a guy that played in the LCK. Like, he played with Jovi. Or Zeka, sorry. They do have Grub. They're going to snag this one for themselves. Scordo. But the answer is the third Drake. Another soul point for Rayo as he keeps his perfect Dragon score alive. And haichao answers the bot out of priority early on. Grizzly was not able to flip the pathing and actually punish this bot lane. It's always been Rayo who's been first to punch and through the team and showing he'll be able to set up. Now he might get caught. Good setup.
Seismic shove finding Rio, and the shutdown gold does go. Ultra Prime need that too. I mean, they need to be able to stop the soul from coming out through, and they're going to need to win each and every fight in that bottom river for the foreseeable future. So being able to get a little bit of money into Hena's pocket to get the BF sword off of that one. Oh, the snag onto Xiaoxia. haichao gets his third of the game. And just like that, OMG have a numbers advantage again.
Will be nice. Moham. Oh, Rayo.
Oh, yep. Rio. All right. Q in, flash out, and change to Grizzly. Dodged away from by Hena, but haichao was waiting for him. Hena does get hit by the abscond abductor, will be able to stay alive. Starry taking a ton of damage here from the culling. A flash away from a potential public execution will keep the Ultra Prime roster safe from the Ambessa. Here's an engage from Liangchen, but everybody creates the space immediately. Nobody gonna get hit by that Gnar. haichao takes another chunk from Hena, who is below half HP, but still confident to continue going. A little bit of damage dealt, but nobody dropping yet, Cubby.
I just watched Moham double Q and then double W someone at full HP instead of helping Starry. Unfortunately, Starry was able to grab a plant. That's a wall that would have been good, but it's a little bit early. Rayo's going for the ring.
Here's the cease and desist. It's in deep on towards Hena. He flashes away from the encore, and Rio gonna be the first one to drop in this fight. Liangchen lost so much health in mini form, though, on the opposite side. As Dragon dropping down to about half. There is no smite available for OMG, but Grizzly's going to look for the fight. It's dueling cataclysms, but Hena caught by haichao's gonna be the first one to fall, and haichao going to have the damage to carry through the team fight. Dragon Soul to OMG.
I did say he had a nice Silas, and haichao's Silas is popping off in this one. I thought this engage was a little bit too deep. Starry's being kept out by Liangchen, but Mega's down, and this...
So much kill participation, picks up another one in that last fight, and is just getting plenty done with that redemption, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think a much better look for Moham. He struggled at points this year, too. It really feels like Juhan was an issue. And Rayo stepping in, I mean, what a fantastic debut. He's made a couple oopsies later on in this game, but none have cost him the game as his team continues to Ultra Prime. Backs up against the wall. They're kind of forced to fight for objective bounties. They know that they're likely stacking as inhibitors. They're going to see what they can get instead. Honestly, I think not the worst call in the world, but they aren't able to finish this push. With the inhibitor down, they're coming to answer. Nexus turret's potentially being sieged. As OMG likely to back off. I can see up back off.
Yeah, base is cracked open, though. Going to be those super minions to be finding engage, but Rio already ahead of him.
Nice fight on the wall.
There you go.
There's a ward.
Oh no! All right, he sends it right back immediately. Hery gonna be able to find that kill. Public execution on through. The encore is massive. Hold still Liangchen for a second kill to OMG. And that is another win for them.
I mean, he was just really feeling himself after that smite steal.
Yeah, I mean,
it was time to send it. Fortunately,
it was
not the right time to send it there, as I mean, tale of two different series, two different junglers, as it was really the first bout where I felt like Grizzly and Saber had a really good showing against Juhan and haichao. But not today. Grizzly has really struggled today, and again, struggled against a rookie making his LPL debut, as Rayo has been fantastic. haichao has also been great. And OMG, I mean, what a different team. The way that they've looked today with Rayo in the lineup. This is not the OMG that we've seen so far this year, Gordo. This is very different and in the right direction for them.
Absolutely is, and you can see the rest of the team kind of rallying around him here, right? The fact that they're able to make these early plays just gives over a bunch, 3 total games prior to the night, or 2 total games prior to the night. This is going to be 3rd and 4th. They're going to double their win total here. Oh! Thought he was getting out of there.
Direction. Yep.
Yeah, Liangchen's doomed. All right, that's 3 ultimates for Liangchen. It's a bit much, but they will find their way onto the kill regardless, as haichao avoids the pressure.
Burn his flash, but still hopes alive and Group Nirvana, and for the setup, escape Group Nirvana. This loss means that we're going to have Ultra Prime and Group Nirvana yet again. Sadly, as is tradition here in the LPL. before the next split, as their chances of making it into the play-in stage of the playoffs go away with those 2 losses. We're, I think, bound to see here in a couple minutes, Gordo. I know Elder spawns for 45. OMG wants to play around that, but why flip it when you can try and end the game now? That's another inhibitor turret falling, another 2 inhibitors falling, and Ultra Prime, they are not really putting up much of a fight. This is not very inspiring.
No, it is not. We will find out if this last stand fight can give Ultra Prime a little bit of something to play through. Hery taken down several hundred. Grizzly going to get snagged by the enchanted crystal arrow. Finally able to drag himself back to his flag, but he's already taken off in the fight. Haichao in the front line takes down Xiaoxia. Hery now going to dive forward with the Drake Hound step. Liangchen, a 3-man ultimate, back underneath the Nexus turrets, gets them 2 back, but he will drop for the effort. Saber and Grizzly still standing. Haichao just channeling a recall right in their face, but it leaves Moham up here for Grizzly to finish off. Starry able to glide onto him and finish off that kill. The TP back from haichao to try to work through these Nexus turrets. It's just Saber in the 1 versus 2, and I don't think he's going to be able to stop this Sightless Ash combo. OMG, double their win total coming into the night, 2-0 over Ultra Prime.
haichao, the last man standing on the Rift, Gordo, as OMG find the big win, and man, that has to feel good for haichao as the new jungler coming in, slot